Hi everybody, Dave Maturo here with The Martial Way. We're working on weapons techniques. Weapons training is our version of wax on, wax off. So we use the wooden sword and it teaches us posture, movement, head position, arm position, centering. It's a really good tool to help with general martial arts training. So there's a tool that we have that's trains you in the Bokken. It's like the basic moves that we call the Ken Suburi. And there are 7. We're going to do them very quickly and give you a basic idea of what the movements are. So, Ken Suburi number 1, we all the samurai in Japan are right-handed samurai, so you have a right-handed grip. You start from a right position, a right foot position. We're in a good hamni, a good stance, and we're basically going to be, the weapon is going to be in your center extending. So not too much extended, that's not enough. That's somewhere in between where your arms are always bent and extended. So we raise, right? And as the foot comes back, the hands come back, and then we cut, the foot comes forward, the hands come forward. And you'll notice there's a little bit of a turn here. So we raise, we cut. The back foot doesn't move on the first sword. We raise, we cut. We raise, ha, we cut. Raise and cut. And that is sabori number 1. There's a feeling that I don't come up with the weapon, so when the weapon comes up, I actually sink down as if I was pushing the ceiling and pushing myself down. So I feel like I'm lowering and cutting. And I stay nice and low and rounded. So that's sabori number 1. Sabori number 2 starts the same, except now I step fully back. So I'm here, I raise and step, keep the weapon out of my field of vision. So here, right, I can see what's going on, and now I step and cut. And you can see my feet adjust. I raise, stay low. I turn, the weapon starts to come back as I travel forward and cut. I raise, I cut. Raise and cut, and we'll do one more. Raise, step, cut. Okay? There's a lot of force behind that. And that's part of this exercise, generating force in a small amount of space. Sabori number 3 looks like number 2. It's a little slower and more emphatic, and I'll show you what I mean. So we start to step back, and as the foot goes back, the arms go up. As the arms go up, my body sinks down. And the weapon this time goes straight above the head. I pivot and turn, and I let the weapon rest in my center. And then I chamber with the weapon coming up and cut. I step back, the whole body goes together, raise. I turn, the weapon comes in my center, I pivot and cut. The breath is also important here. We're supposed to breathe in, let the breath settle, and then from here, slowly exhale into a faster exhale. Raise, let the breath settle, turn, ki is important, ki, all goes out together. One more time. We raise, we stay low, we let the hands settle, we turn and cut. That's sabori number 3. Sabori number 4. Sabori number 4, I'm going to back up a little bit because I'm going to advance on Adam here. We start in this position like we did with sabori number 1. And I raise, and now I travel. I let the back foot travel. And then I raise and step and travel. We raise, cut. We raise, cut. One more time, we'll scare Adam. Ay! So if you notice, the weapon doesn't, even though I'm stepping left and stepping right, the weapon comes right over. And there's a concept called center to center. Center to center means I raise over my center and I cut to the enemy center. I raise over my center and I cut to the enemy center. Always arms bent and extended, always reaching but relaxed. Okay, that's sabori number 4. Sabori number 5. We stay in the position, the starting position, but this time we're just basically going to protect the front foot by bending the weapon to the side, and we step underneath it. It's going to create a little roof. I step underneath it and cut. I protect my front side, letting the weapon drop. Notice my arms stay extended. The weapon comes over my head. Once it goes over my head, I come underneath it and throw. thrust, or cut, sorry. We start to protect our leg, our weapons bend to the side, our hands stay straight, and once it gets above my head, I descend underneath it and cut. Raise, weapon tips, I create a little window for me to go through, I go underneath it and cut. And then eventually we will pivot and cut and continue. And that is sabori number 5. Sabori number 6. Okay, we start in the same ready position. We start like number 2. We step back and we cut. Once we cut, we thrust on the same side. Then we do that Renzoko move from number 5. Come underneath it, cut, thrust on the same side. Protect the front leg, cut, thrust, raise, cut, thrust, and try not to break the window. And that is sabori number 6. Sabori number 7 starts like number 2 as well, except we're going to cut on the other side. So we start from the ready position. Notice the hands are bent but extended, unbendable arm. We raise like number 2. We step forward, cut. Then we step with the opposite side and thrust. Notice the blade turns and faces the outside. Then we do this Renzoko move. Renzoko, protecting the front leg, come underneath, cut, and we step left, thrust. We protect the front leg, cut right, thrust left. And then at some point we run out of space, we would pivot and continue. And that's sabori number 7. So very quickly we'll go through them again so you can see. Sabori number 1. Hey, 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 hey. Sabori number 2. Hey, yeah. Hey, hi. Sabori number 3. Yeah. Yeah. Sabori number 4. Hey, 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 hey. Sabori number 5. Hop, 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 hop. Sabori number 6. Hey, up, hey, up, hey, up. Hey, up. I just stabbed the cameraman. And sabori number 7. Hey, hey, up. Hey, up. Hey, up. That is the 7 sabori. There's many, many, many fine points in this. They say there's 100 points of correction in each move. We tried to give you just the basics. I'm Dave Maturo with The Martial Way. Visit us at themartialwaydojo.com. Come on down and give it a try. It's a blast, it's great training, and we'll see you next time.